morning, people. You join me this sort of, well, I won't call it sunny, but it's not raining today for a change. You join me on this non-raining afternoon because today we're going to be fitting the Miltek exhaust to yobbo. So yes, this is a miltek that I picked up when I was at Pumaspeed, so a big shout out to them. Give me a good deal on this. We've got the two tips, the other one's wrapped up in the box, so they're going to go on. That's in 3 pieces. We've got the clamps, we've got gaskets in there, so that's going to go on the car today. Now someone asked in the comments of my last video when I done the springs, I think it was 4040, his name is it possible to get a standard exhaust off in one piece just by dropping the subframe like I did? I know if you completely drop the subframe complete, you'll get it off, but with just dropping it off the shock absorbers, we'll be able to get out. And I thought, well, why not give it a try? If I still have to cut it, then I'll cut it. But before we get into that, if you remember in the last video, I did mention about if you wanted to donate to my PayPal pool, you could. And unbelievably, some of you did. So I'm going to mention a couple of people. The first one is Richard Fagan. Hope I pronounced that right. Thank you very much for your donations, much appreciated. Sam Gavin, thank you very much, Sam. It's greatly appreciated. And Jamie Turner. I'm also going to mention with Jamie Turner, he's got a website, motura.co.uk. His business is car repairs. I'm going to probably put a little link here to his Instagram. Check out the website if you're in the Dorset area and you want alloy wheel refurbs, accent repair, remaps. I think they do anything to do with cars, and it looks pretty cool on their website actually. So thank you very much to you. Thank you to all of you. The other thing is as well, I do get a lot of friend requests for Facebook on my personal account, and I tend to now not respond to them. I don't want anyone to take that personal. It's just, I'm trying to keep my own private Facebook as just friends, family, people I know I'm close to. If you want to follow me, just stick to the Instagram and on it's in a sparkplugsteve on Facebook. So I don't want to offend any of you, but that's why I haven't been accepting them. But thank you anyway, I do appreciate your support. Right, let's get out of the car, let's get on to work. Right, so I've got the back end up as high as it will go, but what that means is I can't, well, I can now get to the bolts under there, so I've just jacked up here, as you can see, axe stand, get a bit of height on this side so I can get to them bolts. Right, so we got them 2 bolts undone, I got the spacer out. Now, I'm going to take this cradle off here, 4 bolts, drop that, drop the hanger. It's a little bit awkward here because my face is almost touching the car, but that's what we got to work with, isn't it? Right, so I've got the car now back on the jack axle stands there. I'm going to drop the bolts out. One of you eagle-eyed viewers in the last video when I done the springs in as quick as I could, 6 minutes, noticed I put them in upside down, and you were spot on. So whoever it was, I can't remember, give yourself a pat on the back. Moral of the story is don't rush your back springs. So when we do drop that, try and get the exhaust out, we'll flip them round as well. Right, so we get them out for a minute. What you have to be careful when you do this is the brake pipes. If you just drop it all the way down, these ones here will really get stretched. So just drop it enough. Like, we can't drop it anymore now without disconnecting them. So let's see if this will pull out. Judging by the amount of gap, I don't have much faith, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty certain even before I try, that's not coming out. I cannot see the silencer down there coming through. I suppose it's worth a try. Maybe if we had a lot more height with the car up in the air to wiggle it through different angles, but it's not going to happen, is it? No way. Right, so I'm giving up, but I'm not even going to try anymore. Looking at it is enough to tell me it's not going to work. So what we're going to do, we cut him on this straight section there. Right, so I got my angle grinder, we got a 1mm cutting disc. So I'll put you somewhere out of the way of the sparks. Let's chuck it around here. Right, so that was the most complicated way to do that possible. And that's not good either. I lost the disc, it got jammed. Where I decided to cut it was right by the axle stand. Couldn't have made it any harder. It's off now though. So I think what I'll do first, I'll get this back box threaded through on the hangers and we'll work the front from there then. I think once I get this through I can put the suspension back up. Okay, so I got the springs in the right way, changed the way I'm jacking the car up now. This is going to be a lot easier. It was just too much fat doing it jacked up at the back and no height under here, so back box is there. We're going to get them two middle sections in now and start bolting them together. Right, so it's all bolted up. That's going to get quite annoying. I'm going to have a look at the heat shield, see if we can move them. But I also think I'm going to have to go to stronger mounts. So that's pretty much going to do my head in. Right, so that's all done and I'll start him up now. Check for any leaks. See what it sounds like for his first start. Sounds good. Nice perfect tone for me. Right, have a check, see if there's any leaks under here. Right, that seems good. Get it down off the jacks now, let's go for a ride, see what it's like. Right, so it's been a few days since I last filmed. I should have gone out for a drive straight away, but I didn't take the camera with me. So when I first drove it sounded like the exhaust was just dragging on the floor. So what I've got to sort that is, I went to Alford's and they've got these and they were just 160 I think each. They feel really stiff. They're not listed as being polybush, but they feel really stiff, so I think that should sort the problems. Right, see the difference in the bushes. Come closer, come closer. So that's the standard one. See how flexible it is, the exhaust is just really wobbly. These are the Alford's ones and much stiffer. So hopefully that should stop it bouncing around and do the trick. Right, so that is it. It is on them hangers and it's much firmer now. Still a bit of movement, but it's a lot more rigid and it's not rattling when I start it up like it was. Should we give him a rev? Hold him there, Nick. Get some sound. I like that a lot. If you remember back my video when I went at pumaspeed, I done the revving with the standard exhaust and it was a mild burble, but it's much better now. So I think the next thing we'll do is perhaps go for a drive and do some flybys, give you a sound of what it's like. Right, so that is the sound of it. What do you think? I really like it, and what I usually find with videos like this, when people play the exhaust, you can never really get a good impression for how good they sound on camera, but it sounds really good in person. The pops are around about, well, over 4,000. They do continue a little bit below if they start above that, but under normal driving you get a slight burble, that's it. I'm really happy with it. So I think just to end this video now, just a reminder that if you put the Team SPS code into the pumaspeed search bar, you get exclusive discounts. And also with the miltek exhaust now, they've reduced the price of the non-res usual miltek and the race. Now I've got the non-res, but it's not the race, so I imagine if you have the race it's going to be a bit louder again. And just a reminder, if you haven't seen my videos before, I'm running a Scorpion Sport Cat with a pumaspeed stage 2R cat safe crackle tune. So that's it. I think that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.